Hello and welcome to the Learning Commons Wish Workshop on Note-Taking. To begin, let's explore the reason we take notes. The two main reasons to take notes are to help you memorize essential information and to create a study tool. If you only listen during a lecture, you're likely only going to retain 10% of the information. Taking notes can also help you stay focused in class. It gives you a purpose. If you have trouble keeping up with the speed of your instructor, record the lecture to review for missed information. The power of review is real. Use your notes. They are your study guide. Now, let's look at some of the basics. Keep your notes organized so you can use them as a study tool. Use a separate notebook or electronic file for each course. Divide them by topics for easy recall. Start each new lecture on a new page or create a division. As you are taking notes, think to yourself, I'm creating a study tool. This needs to be useful later. Of course, in order to take notes, you need to be able to listen to your lecture. Actively listen. You will be prepared to actively listen if you have reviewed any lecture material or read your assigned textbook chapters prior to class. Check your syllabus frequently so you'll know what to expect and when. Asking questions in class helps you stay plugged in. Taking notes is a form of listening. If your mind wanders, write down the distraction for later and get back on track. Minimize other distractions. Keep your cell phone on vibrate. Turn it over. Hide it. If you are in a Zoom class, enable your video. This may force you to pay more attention. Your instructor will use subtle hints to let you know when something is important. Listen for cue words. Important. Test. Remember. Many instructors will raise the volume of their voice or repeat crucial information. Pay attention to all of these cues. So what should notes look like? They will differ across classes and for different students. We will look at some official formats later, but keep in mind that outlines, abbreviations, symbols, and shorthand is preferred. Or come up with your own system of symbols. Write very few sentences and never any paragraphs. Leave space for information that you miss or in case the instructor returns to a topic. Some instructors jump all over the place with topics. Remember, less is always more in note-taking. Let's explore some formal note-taking formats. The Cornell method, mapping, outlining, and boxing. I'm not going to go through each method as no one wants to watch a 15-minute video and I'm already probably losing your attention. A quick Google search on any of these will land you with plenty of examples and instructions. Find what works for you. Cornell is often used in science classes. This method can cut down on review time and the summary aids in memorization, but it definitely doesn't work with all lecture or learning styles. Outlining can give a clean structure to your notes and allows you to highlight key points. If you leave space, you can add if the instructor expands on a previous topic during lecture. It's not always suitable for math and science courses that have a lot of formulas. The mapping method is visually appealing and facilitates ease of editing notes. This works great with instructors who jump from topic to topic and back again. These notes can be confusing if you place ideas in the wrong place, and you may run out of space quickly on a single page. The boxing method helps you see a visual connection between ideas and works great for those who take notes on an iPad or other electronic device. This method doesn't work for all lecture styles, and you do have to spend time grouping the concepts after class. So now that you've taken all of these great notes, it's important to actually look at them again, interact with them, process them. This is studying. Processing helps you retain information. An hour after class, you have likely only retained 40% of what was covered. 6 days later, you'll still have about 20% of the information without reviewing. If you attend the same class again, it will be almost like starting over if you haven't reviewed. So read, review, and process your notes. Processing your notes is like making friends with your notes. Reread them. See if there are gaps. Ask a classmate or your instructor. Underline, highlight, or star important concepts. Write self-test questions on the left. Summarize the main points on the bottom or back of the page. Review your notes often, weekly if possible. Since we practice what we preach, let's recap. Taking notes aids in memorization and active listening, as well as creates a study tool. Active listening requires effort. Remember that less is always more in note-taking. Make your notes useful by processing them. If you'd like an individual consultation on this topic, please email tutoring@smccme.edu. Thank you for listening to these tips, your friends in the Learning Commons.